it's been public, and that's got to stop. Only because it was a good idea at the time, so we can start building some businesses here. But as we're seeing, the private sector in these so-called private-public partnerships are not living up to their end of the bargain, and now we're going to be even on the hook for more, I believe, in the future. So I really feel that we're really going to have to make sure that we put a stop to it now, and those that we already committed to, they better start coughing up some money.
So that those in the back can hear me. When you have a public-private partnership, what happens is the investment and the risk is public. If there is any profit, that will be private. I am opposed to public-private partnerships. A good example is the $100 million that Benderson wound up getting from all levels of government, not just county and no on public-private partnerships.
We have time?
Yeah, sure.
I think the question was directed at the money that's given to firms to relocate here. In the past, they were given the money on the come, so to speak. The promise to deliver jobs, and then when the jobs didn't materialize, they already had the money. And there are two very well-known instances. Tube Dude, I think, was one in Sanborn Studios. Well, in those instances, when you go to claw back the money, if the people went bankrupt, or if the company went bankrupt, there is no way to get the money back. Now, I'm told it recently was changed. It's too bad it wasn't changed earlier to catch the old things. It's been changed that you don't get the money until you produce the jobs. Now, every one of these have to be evaluated individually, but there's something like 2,100 jobs that did get created. So, make them show the jobs, think real carefully if that's the government's place to be given money, and that's how it needs to be done. I built 4 businesses and nobody gave. My wife and I are gone. Thank you.
Yeah, first thing you need to remember as an elected official, tax dollars are this. To give money away, you had to take it from somebody else. And that's the first thing you need to remember. Second of all, if your business plan includes government money, it's not a business plan, it's a welfare application. Okay? That's as simple as it gets. We should, you know what? If all of us were that smart to pick and choose the best business plan that we were presented and pick out the best business, I got a newsflash. None of us would be here. We'd be in Wall Street picking it and having a driver drive us around back to New Jersey where we'd be paying 10% in our taxes and happy to live it because we're making, $10 million a year. County Commission should not be in the business of picking and choosing the winners. If you offer safe, clean, well-developed communities, you will have growth automatically because people are going to want to relocate their business here because our quality of life is second to none. And we need to start recognizing that we don't need to bribe people to move here. They're going to come here with their businesses. We need to make sure that we work with the state to try to get rid of the tangible tax, so that when someone wants to invest in equipment, as we start to exploit Port Manatee and the Port of Tampa, as the Panama Canal gets widened, we need to make sure our manufacturing base is able to grow, and we need to eliminate those taxes. We don't need to be picking and choosing the winners of county government.
As a business owner, like Al, we've never received a dollar from the government of the business. Maybe I'm a little jealous right now, a little angry that I wasn't paying attention that day. Maybe I was busy working when they put that advertisement out. I can't tell you that, as a concept, and this is something I disagree with perhaps the folks who are supporting me, is that this idea that you have to do that is absurd. I mean, how did all these businesses get here that did so without government support? Did this just happen overnight? No. Like I said earlier today, there's no such super hard work. I mean, if you have a specific circumstance that deals with a huge impact and you want to talk about how to defer have a tax deferment or some long-term strategy, which still I'm very skeptical of, that's one thing. But physically writing a check to a business, what country is it? What planet are we? You know, as far as, I think the question was originally for public-private partnerships. You know, I think for the most part it's okay as a concept, but again, how is it in the execution? We've seen the public part where, I mean, if we're all going to talk about, say the rowing facility, I think ultimately it does have a community benefit. However, we haven't seen it private; it's been all public. So, show me the money, I guess.
Thank you, Paul.
Is what I would say.
Thank you. That's good. I thought Marilyn's question was very good.
Well, does the monkey get the response?
No. I just have a couple of loose ends. Are there any other questions? If not, I just want to tie up a couple of things. I want to thank Kathy Bolam for bringing year after year, week after week, month after month, a pineapple to share with us. I want to give Barbara Vaughn a chance to talk about a fundraiser that she has for the military. Please, please.
I have brochures in the car about my event, and I forgot to bring them upstairs, so I'm going to run down here in just a minute and bring them up. Hopefully I can catch those of you who are interested. As many of you know, among the several hats I wear, I'm Barbara Vaughn with Southwest Florida Honor Flight. And I've been going all over town the past few weeks, raising support from sponsorship and players for our anniversary benefit golf tournament. Now, for those of you who play golf, Okay then. Alrighty then. Those of you who own businesses or have some other reason that you would like to maybe sponsor a hole, which is a pretty inexpensive thing to do. We put a nice sign similar to these right here with your business logo and a word of appreciation to Honor Flight. For those of you who are not aware, I got ahead of myself. Honor Flight is the group that flies World War II veterans to Washington, D.C. to see their memorial. It costs them not one dime. They are not allowed to spend money on the trip. Anything they need or want, we provide for them. And we give them quite a day. We start at the World War II Memorial, we go to the Korean Memorial, the Vietnam Wall, and the Arlington Changing of the Guard. This last time, for the first time, we stopped at the Women's Memorial at Arlington because we had two women World War II veterans, one Navy and one Army. So the three of us had a great time at the Women's Memorial. Anyway, it is a golf tournament at Sarasota National, which is a relatively new course down across 41 from Plantation, if you know that area. It's on a Monday, September 8th, because that happens to be the anniversary of our 6th year as Southwest Florida Honor Flight. And we would love for all of you to participate, join with us. You can come be a guardian if you'd like to do that. We need one guardian for every veteran now because our veterans are not athletes anymore. They are in their 80s, mostly late 80s, well into their 90s. We don't ask them, we simply put them in a wheelchair for the day, and somebody like me pushes them around for the day. So if you'd like to be a guardian, we'd love to have you join us. Our next flight is September 13th, which is right after the golf tournament. So we need to make a lot of money on the golf tournament so we can fly on the 13th. And I will get the pamphlets and try to catch you on the way out. Thanks, Beth.
Thank you, Barbara.
We do have the Declaration of Independence up here that we presented on the 4th of July when we did the Dennis Prager routine, and this is the second year that we've done it, and we failed to invite those who attended to sign it, so we got maybe half of the signatures that we deserved and wanted. So if you attended that event on the 4th of July, and many of you did, I have the document up here. We would like your signature, and only if you came to that event would you be allowed to sign it. I also want to just thank all of our applicants, all of our people who are sitting in the first 2 rows. Would you stand up and take a bow, and thank you all for coming. You were just delightful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If any of you want to ask a private question, I'm sure some of these people would be very happy to answer your private question. And it's almost 7:30, so thanks again. Good evening. Don't forget, August 22nd, Dennis Michael Lynch.